So today I'm going to be replacing the control board and keypad on a Toshiba 480 volt HX7 Plus inverter. This is the control board. The keypad will be here in a little while. I am going to use ASD Pro software to program this thing and reset the TypeForm so that the drive powers up properly and we can commission it. One thing that's very important on this control board is right up here, switches 5 and 6. This is for your communications. Currently it's set on full. It needs to be set to half. That way the ASD Pro software will communicate with it. And I'm going to use a small screwdriver to switch those over. Alright, so I've got number 6, which is up in here, this corner. That one's now set to half. And then number 5 is right here. And those are set up to half. Now we'll go over some of the parameters and what needs to be done in order to set this thing up. I'm going to try and use screen record as well to show the screen of my laptop, and then I'll be going through some notes that I had from a Toshiba engineer on doing this. I've successfully done 3 of them so far. So this will be number 4. Okay, so this is some of the notes I have written out that I've obtained from a Toshiba engineer. So again, the switches have to be set, number 5 and 6 set to half, not full. They come from the factory set to full for like full duplex. This is the cable that you will need. That's the part number on it. It's a light blue cable. You can plug it into either CNU1 or CNU2. Both the keypad and ASD Pro will work on both of them as long as they're set on. And then another thing, CNU number 1 and terminal block CN3. They are internally connected. And so if there is something connected on CN3, you won't be able to use CN1 and vice versa. So if you need to connect ASD Pro to CNU1 and the keypad to CNU2, but the customer has something on CN3, well, you're going to have to remove their connection temporarily. And then these are the parameters you get into to get to the super user mode and then get to the TypeForm code. That's determined by nameplate, and so I've got a picture of a nameplate here. So this here is an HX7 Plus D445K. So we go to the reference, the document I reference here, this Toshiba document DN55279-006. I have a PDF of that. You can get it from Toshiba. That's this right here. So it lists all the different type forms. So what I'm going to do is type in 445K, and there it is. So that's going to be TypeForm code 2398. And what we'll do with ASD Pro, when we have ASD Pro opened up, this parameter FF92 will be 2398. Okay, so I'm going to plug in my cable, and I hear it made a noise. I'm going to check device manager and make sure I can see it. Down here on the ports, and it should be on COM4. Yeah, there it is. Silicon Labs USB to UART bridge COM4. And this will come in handy when it's time to set up the ASD Pro communications. You'll want to know what COM port your device has grabbed. Okay, so I'm going to start ASD Pro. I've got the cable plugged into the laptop and the drive. Got the green light saying I'm connected. And here we go. No TypeForm error, all that. So what we'll do is we'll go to the parameters and we'll change everything up. Alright, so go to my list of parameters. So we'll go to FB91, FB91, and we want to make that a 251. Wrote successfully. Then we're going to go to FB90 and change that to a 1. Alright, that was successful. And then TypeForm code, I think we said that was 2398. Let's let me get to that document. 2398, Control F, 445K. HX7 plus 2398. Okay. So we're going to go to FB92. FB92 2398. Says it's out of data. Write fail. That's a little bit of an issue there. Let me go back to FF92. FF92. Alright, so HX7 plus 2398. Let's see if it's in the drop down menu. There it is, right there. Alright, so that was successful. Alright. FB04 to 251. FB04 is 251. And we can, I don't know if the microphone on this laptop is picking up the clicking noise in the background or not, but the contactor is cycling as we make these parameter changes. Alright, so F007, and what that is, we're going to put everything back to factory default. Let's see, 3. Yeah, it is 3. Okay, factory default 3. Write it. Alright, so we're going to wait a few minutes, and then we are going to cycle power to the VFD. We'll wait 1 minute, make sure those changes are in the memory, and then we're going to turn off the power to the VFD for 3 minutes, and then we'll power it back up and then go through and commission the VFD with the motor data, their XL, decel rates, whatever the application calls for. Alright, so after you reset the drive, you want to go and look at this parameter right here, FB05, and confirm that the right type form has been set.